Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got a product from Backlit. This is their Secure Pro Latch Edition Smart Lock. You can get this in deadbolt or in Latch. I have the Latch Edition here, and the Secure Pro actually includes Wi-Fi for connected live monitoring, being able to pretty much unlock your door from anywhere. It also has Bluetooth mode as well, and it retails for about $299 on Backlit site. I do have a 15% off code that I'll have listed below. That'll get you 15% off your purchase, so check that out if this is something that you're interested in. We're going to dig into this right now, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is everything that you get inside the box once you get everything unpacked. Obviously, you've got your back and front plates here. You do also have a third plate that is behind that that we'll have to do an instruction here for that. They do offer 3D instructions via the Built app, and you can check that out in some of the documentation here, or you can just follow along the documentation like I did. There's several different ways to open this lock. Traditional key, keypad entry, and of course fingerprint. As you can see, there's a fingerprint sensor right there. So they have several different ways. And then of course your fourth and final way is the app itself for being able to lock and unlock this device. Now, when you're going through the instructions, be it the 3D instructions that you can use with the app or just using the paper, they have everything labeled with these blue numbers. You do get 2 physical keys here. You do get batteries for this, for the backup unit. So you have backup batteries for this as well. And of course, with the Pro Edition, you're going to get a Wi-Fi hub, which means that this is Wi-Fi enabled once this is hooked up to your Wi-Fi, and will allow you to lock and unlock the door with the app from pretty much anywhere in the world. So that is pretty cool. They do give you a AC to USB adapter where you can just plug this in somewhere in range of your Wi-Fi router, and of course the lock itself. They do give you an installation guide, and I use the regular paper installation guide to do this, so I followed that, but they do have 3D instructions as well that you can go and check out. So I'm not going to take you through the entire installation here. I installed this pretty much in about 35 to 40 minutes, kind of just taking my time. And again, I used the standard written instructions. They do have this BILT app that has 3D instructions that will pretty much take you through the whole instruction process or installation process, and it really just depends on what your level of experience is installing something such as this. This is not too bad if you take your time and go through it step by step. It doesn't really take too long to get done. You can see I'm now putting on the back plate here. It does have some 3D tape, and you need to make sure that the electronics cable comes through at the bottom and that the holes do line up correctly to make sure that you get everything going there. But once you do, it's really not that difficult. Again, refer to the instructions, and if you do need more help, of course, they do have those 3D video instructions that you can check out as well. Just look through the documentation and you'll be able to download that. So again, to sum it up, it really doesn't take too long to get this lock done. Now, I live in an apartment building, so I put this on my office door instead of my front door. You could easily use this as your front door if you needed to, and it would be a very secure option for that. But for me, I did this on my office door. And again, I'm not too mechanically inclined as far as home improvements go, but overall, just going through this and getting everything done, making sure that everything lined up and was the way that it needed to be, including that door sensor that kind of sticks out of the bottom there, it only took me about 40 minutes to complete the entire thing. Okay, now you can see the finalized project on my office door here. You can see that it is locked. You do have an LED that will light up as well to let you know when you're unlocking and locking the door. If you double tap the keypad, it will turn on the keypad and you will see that 3 numbers in 4 different spheres here, and they will be randomly generated. This is called PIN Genie. It randomly generates these. So you will have to pretty much poke at a different or press at a different spot every time to unlock your door. The reason they do this is so that they can't look at your keypad and see fingerprints and try to guess your entry pin that way. So that's number 1 is PIN Genie, and I think that that is a really awesome feature, especially secure wise. It is definitely the most secure way of entering this. Now you have your app here as well, and I will cover the app after this little demonstration. You can see in the left-hand corner I'm in Bluetooth mode, and I can just unlock the door right from the app. I can also lock the door as well right from the app, no problems. Now if I switch over to Wi-Fi mode, I can unlock the door from anywhere I have a signal on my phone. You do have the third way here, which is a traditional regular key, and they do give you 2 of those as well. And then our 4th and last way to open this up is going to be on the right side of the unit, and I use my index finger for this. It is the fingerprint reader. It'll ask you to set it up, and you'll have to scan your fingerprint 6 times to get the edges of your fingerprint, and you can set it and lock it right with your fingerprints. Super simple and super easy. I like that one as well. For convenience, the fingerprint really is the fastest and most easiest way to do it, and I never had it reject my fingerprints. The second easiest, obviously, for me would be the app. The PIN Genie makes it a little bit more difficult to get into, but then again, also making it super secure for people trying to guess your password. If you put it in wrong, obviously, you're not going to be able to get in. So this has 4 different ways to get this unlocked, and really very, very secure. Everything works right out of the box and works really, really well. Okay, so the last thing I really want to talk about is the app itself. And the app itself is a pretty solid app. You're going to see on the left-hand side, we've got home and setting up a new device. Obviously, when you're first setting everything up, you're going to want to pick the lock that you have, and then it will have on-screen prompts to let you know. Now, I have an unlock and lock feature here. That's the name of my lock up top. You do have your battery life on the right-hand side. Unlocking the door, super simple. Locking the door, again, super simple. So you're going to be spending a lot of time in this control tab. Now, the log is interesting as well. It'll tell you whether it was unlocked by mobile, by the app, unlocked by fingerprint, the touch screen, depending on how, and it'll tell you the time that it was unlocked as well. So if you need to know that, you can. Access management here, you can give a user a different access code. That means that will be logged. E-badges, OAC users as well, as fingerprint is set up here, and I've put my index finger as I showed you in the demonstration. When you do that, you just add new fingerprint. It'll ask you to put your fingerprint on it 5 or 6 times, and you'll be good to go. So you've got your lock name here in the settings. You've got secure link and door sensor settings. Now I have mine on, and what that does is it lets me know whether the door is open or closed because of the door sensor. You can see I've got an opened notification and a closed notification, and it will allow you to see those as well. So that's pretty cool. That way you can, if you forgot to close the door, you'll know that. You can change your access code here. You can do the auto lock timer anywhere from 5 seconds up to 5 minutes, and you can even set a custom time if you want. I usually leave it on 10 seconds, so that means once I unlock the door, it will auto lock again 10 seconds later. Welcome mode is here, and then you can have that enabled. The door will remain unlocked with the recurring time. During this period, the door cannot be locked via the app, so you do have welcome mode on if you want to leave that. You can have the door to be locked if you touch anywhere on the keypad. So that is kind of cool. So you can just touch the keypad and the door will automatically lock. You can leave that on. That's pretty much one of those things that you would normally do. Resetting, pairing, and firmware updates are also included in there. So overall, the app is super, super helpful. Again, in the upper left-hand corner, you can control whether you're on Bluetooth, which means you'll have to be pretty close to the door to lock it or unlock it, and you can switch that over to Wi-Fi, and if you do that, then as long as you have a cellular signal anywhere, you can unlock this lock for anyone at any time from anywhere in the world. So overall, pretty impressive from Lockly, and just a quick overview of the app. Oh yeah, and one last thing, it does work with Google Assistant and Amazon Alexa. Alexa, unlock the office door.
What's your voice code for office door?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Unlocking. Hang on. The office door is unlocked.
Okay, so that's my review of the Lockly Secure Pro Latch Edition. Again, they have this in a deadbolt edition. They have a bunch of other locks as well. So go to Lockly.com and don't forget to use Galaxy Tech Review 15 as a code to save 15% off your purchase at Lockly. There's a lot of things that I really like about this. It says right on the box, world's most advanced smart lock, and I'm having a hard time disagreeing with them. The PIN Genie is an excellent addition, generating random numbers, so you have to touch in different spots every time, versus a traditional setup where you'll be touching the same numbers every time in the same spots. This is going to make it very difficult for somebody to guess your PIN number. I like the fact that it has a fingerprint reader on the side of it, which really hasn't failed me one time since I've set it up. So it's a super solid fingerprint reader. You've got your traditional lock, and of course you have the app, which is awesome. The app is just great. With the Pro Edition, you get that Wi-Fi hub that you plug in at your house. So anywhere that I have a cell phone signal, I can open the app and I can lock or unlock my door. So that's awesome as well. If you need to unlock this for someone, say you're at work still and you need to unlock it for somebody that stops over your house, they're picking something up, you can just fire up the app and do that as well. You can do one-time codes, as I showed you with the app. There's just a ton of different stuff that they've crammed into this smart lock, including Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant integration. Overall, I'm super impressed with this, and I'm definitely going to give this a thumbs up. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. If you have any questions or comments about the smart lock, please leave them in the comment section below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Remember to like, and if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do so, because that always helps me out. And I'll check you guys out on the next video.